Good morning, class 6. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and good at your homes. So, students, today our subject is computer. So, students, what we have learned in previous video lesson? Yes, in our previous video lesson, we have completed our chapter number 3, Advanced Features of Excel 2013, and I hope this chapter has been clear to you now. Today we are going to start new chapter, and the chapter name is Introducing Publishers 2013. And in this chapter we are going to learn about starting Publisher 2013, Publisher interface, basic task in Publisher, creating a new blank publication, connecting text boxes. Okay, these are the topics which we are going to learn in this our new chapter. Let's start with Introducing Publisher 2013. So, Publisher is a program that allows you to create professional documents such as brochures, labels, cards, certificates, and flyers, and it has several different pre-designed templates that help in quick and easy designing of a document, which saves a lot of time in designing. What does it do? It is a function. And what does it do? Yes, it allow us to create professional documents, and the examples are we can create brochures, we can create labels, cards, certificates. These type of things we can create in Publishers. And you can see it has different pre-designed templates. It's mean it has some designs which are present already. We can take help from these templates, and by taking help of these templates we can save our time. Okay, moving forward, Publisher comes as a part of Microsoft Office suite, and it has a library of color schemes that you can use in creating a professional document. Starting Microsoft Publisher. So, how can we start Microsoft Publisher? To start Microsoft Publisher, follow the given steps. So, first step is we have to go here in the start button. Then after this we will select all programs. You can see all programs is written here. Then afterwards, Microsoft Office 2013. Here is Microsoft Office 2013. We have to select this, not this Microsoft Office. We have to select Microsoft Office 2013. Afterwards we will click on the Publisher 2013, and then this will appear. What is this? Yes, this is the starting screen of MS Publisher. Okay, students, moving forward, now you can search for online templates by typing the category of template to search in the search box and press enter. So students, we have to type any category here. We can type any category of our choice over here to search the templates online. It's mean that this Publisher works online as well. Okay, we can search any template over here. Then we can click the words brochure, label, card, certificate or flyer given below the search box to search for the respective templates online. If you want to search any of these, so we can click here. You can see suggested searches are also appear over here, that is brochure, labels, cards, certificates and flyer. So if you want to choose any of these, we can click over here as well. Then the templates are updated frequently on Microsoft website, but you have to ensure that your computer is connected to the internet for online templates. So students, what does it mean? Yes, if you want to search any template over here, what must have our computer? Yes, a computer must connect it to the internet, because we are going to search templates online. Okay, moving forward, now click to start a blank publication, then click built-in to display the built-in templates, and then afterwards click to get more blank paper sizes. So you can see these are they are telling us that what are these. This is the blank publication. We have to click to start a blank publication. Then this is click built-in to display the built-in templates, means which are already present built-in. Then this is the click to get, if you want to take more blank pages, more paper sizes, so we can click over here. Okay, moving forward, the steps to open a built-in template for practice, let's open a birthday card template are. So now we are going to learn this by taking an example of birthday card template, and the steps to open a built-in template, because we are using the template which is already present in Microsoft. We are not searching any template of our choice over here. Okay, moving forward, now what we have to do, we have to click on built-in to display the built-in templates. You can see here built-in is written, and we will click over here. Then the templates are displayed as thumbnails or small images of templates in the template gallery. You can see. Okay, then the thumbnails are organized by publication type. Now we have to scroll down to show the desired publication type. you can see there is an arrow and there is also an arrow, so we can scroll these arrows to see more publication types. Okay, now we can click the greetings card thumbnail because we want to birthday card. We will click on the greeting cards. Then the greeting card templates and folders of other related templates are displayed. You can see greeting card templates are appearing over here. Then the next one is, now you can notice students that templates for all type of greeting cards will appear, such as birthday, holiday, occasions and events. Not only birthday greeting cards but other greeting cards are also present. The greeting card for holidays, the greeting cards for occasions, for events. Okay, now what we have to do next, we have to click the folder named all birthday. You can see there is a folder and its name is all birthday. Then the entire set of template for birthday card is displayed. Now we have only the specified birthday cards templates are present. Okay, now we have to select the card you like, say birthday 78. So they are having names like birthday 76, 77, 78. So we choose birthday 78 over here. For we can choose any one of our choice, but here we are choosing birthday 78. Then you can see student, the selected card will appear in the panel on the right side of the window. You can see this birthday card appears over here. Now see, customizing the template. How can we customize our template? You can customize the card by changing its color, scheme and font scheme. We can also add your business information, stores your business contact information, and we can change the paper size and layout. So customizing the template means we can do changes in the template which we have selected by of our own choice. For example, we can change its color, we can change its scheme, we can change its font scheme, and one more thing, we can add any business information over here. If you want to show some personal information on the card, we can put that also, and we can also change the paper size. Okay, now see, customizing template. Now we are going to customize our template. For example, we don't like this color, its fonts, so we are going to customize it by our own choice. So this is the color scheme drop down menu, this is the font scheme drop down menu, this is the birthday information drop down menu, this is the page size drop down menu, and here we will click create after choosing all of these. Okay, now the steps to customize the templates are, for first of all we have to click the drop down arrow of color scheme. You can see students, here is a drop down menu of a color scheme. Okay, we will click on this color scheme and the list of available options appear. Select the one you want. There is a color, there are colors, we can choose any color from here. Okay, the list of colors appears. Then we can click the drop down arrow for font scheme and we can choose any font from our choice. Then we can click business information drop down menu and we can click any information over here. We can add any information over here, the personal information, the business information, whatever we want to put over here we can put. Then we have to click the page size drop down arrow. This is the page size drop down arrow and we can select any of our own choice. Quarter sheet side folded, quarter sheet side fold, quarter sheet top fold, half sheet side fold. So we can choose any of its. Then we can click, after this we can click create. So you can see the card will appear on the screen. We have changed its font, its colors, everything we have changed now. Okay students, now see, publisher interface. The selected birthday card appears on the publisher screen. Let us introduce you to various components of this screen. Let's see what are the components. So students, this is the customizable card. Customizable guides, what are these? These are the green lines that you can add anywhere on your publication. You can see these are the green lines. Okay, then the next is to add green guides. Click either the horizontal or vertical ruler. We can click any, we can put any of these green lines. Okay, now we can drag the mouse to your publication and release to add the guide at the desired location. For example, we want to change these green lines, so we can change and we can drag our mouse button till we want to put it. Okay, moving forward, The elements you want to place in your publication are called objects. Okay, these are the selected objects, and they include text, word art, graphics, and pictures. Okay, students, so the elements which we want to place in publication, they are known as objects. Keep remember. So, scratch area, the gray area on both sides of the card layout is the scratch area. You can see the blank area, the grayish area, this is known as scratch area, and this area is used to place the objects of your publication. Basic tasks in publishers. What are the basic tasks in publishers? So after getting introduced to the publisher interface, let us now learn about some basic tasks to work with the software. How can we work with this publisher software? So the first step in the direction would be create a text box and insert text to be displayed in your publication. So how can we create a text box? Let's see how can we create a text box. To write the desired text in your publication, you will have to create a text box. For example, we want to create text, we want to put the text of our own choice. So what can we do? We have to create a text box. Now how can we do this? We have to select the home tab. You can see this is the home tab. Then we have in the object group, there is an option of draw text box. You can see there is an option of draw text box. So the cursor will change to a crosshair sign. Then we will put this on. Click anywhere on the publication and drag the mouse to create the text box. We can drag our mouse wherever we want to put this text box. Okay, students. Then we have to type the text. For example, we want to type this text in the publication. Age is a number, but life is a calculator. Another yet older, another yet wiser, but wishes for a joyous day to be filled with love and laughter. From Daniel Ali. So this is the text box Daniel Ali put, and he wanted some additional information, so he inserted text box by his choice. Now after this, we have to type the text whatever we want. Then notice that on selecting the text box, two additional tabs appear on the ribbon: drawing tools and text box tools with their respective format tab. Okay, when we are going to select the text box, there are two additional tabs appears on the ribbon, appears on the top. And what are these two? Yes, the drawing tools and the text box tool with their respective format tab. Okay, students, moving forward. Formatting text. How can we format our text? Select the text and do the following to format it. We have to select this text, then we will click the font drop down menu arrow and select brush script stud. Okay, brush script stud we will select. Then after this, we can click the font size drop down menu arrow and select 18. We will select any font size from here, and after this we can click the font color drop down menu arrow and select blue color. We can choose any color, but here we are choosing blue color. Then formatting text boxes, select the text box that you want to format and click the format tab under the drawing tools tab on the ribbon. It has various options to format the text box and provide an interesting style to it. Now see students, this is an option of drawing tools, you can see, and under this we have format, and we can choose this, and it has various options to format the text box. Okay, you will see options that will allow the border, shade and shadow effect of the boxes to be changed. Okay students, you can see a lot of options are present here. We can give these options to our text box to make it more attractive. For changing the coloring of the text box, do the following in the shape styles group. This is, you can see, shape styles. We can go here, we can click the shape fill option and select gold color to fill the text box with the color. We can choose any color students from here, but here we are choosing golden color to fill our shape. Okay, then we can click shape outline and select orange color to give an outline color to the box. Then again we can choose any of our choice, but here we are choosing orange color for outline. Then afterwards the final text will appear like this. Now you can see students, first of all we change its font, then we put color in this box, then we put outline. Now this text box appears more better than that. Okay, Saving a publication. How can we save this publication? We have created this, we have put the text in it, we put business information, everything in it. How can we save a publication? So by default, publisher saves a file in a default working folder, and if you want, you can specify a different location. The default extension of publisher file is .pub. Okay, so students, these are the steps. The by default, publisher save its file in default working folder, and it's save in .pub. And students, if you want to change its location, or if you want to put it in our respective location, so we can do that also. And how can we do this? The steps to save publication are: open the Backstage view, and then after this we can click the save as option. You can say, we can click over here save as, and we can save at of our any choice. Then we can, under save as, click computer options. In the right pane you can see there are a lot of options present. We can choose any of here. Then we can click the browse button. In the right pane you can see the browse button is present over here. Okay, now the save as dialog box appear. We can click save over here. Alternatively, you can also press Ctrl plus S or click the save icon on the quick access toolbar to open the save as dialog box. There is another option they are given. What can we do? We can press Ctrl S to save our publisher. We can click on the save icon which is present on the toolbar. Okay, if you are saving the file for the first time, do the following. What to do? In the save as dialog box, select drive and folder. Then in the file name text box, type a name of your publication. For example, here we have created birthday card, so we will put birthday card over here, and then click save. Okay students, so to save the file in PDF format, in the save as type drop down list, select PDF. This type of file cannot be modified. See students, save as type publisher files, and here we will choose, yes, we will choose PDF file. Students, what we have learned in today's lesson. Yes, in today's lesson we have learned starting Publisher 2013. We learned how to customize template, Publisher 2013 interface, and working with publishers. And I hope these topics are clear to you now. Thank you for watching. We will meet in next video lesson.